Miss Oksana. I'm an English teacher. I'm from Ukraine, but I live in the UK, in Scotland now for the last 3 years, and I teach students English there. So I teach Ukrainian students and students from different countries. I don't have students from India, but maybe you guys will come. Yes, and I will see you in Edinburgh, in Scotland. You will be in my class for summer school. I will be very happy.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
My name is Maheshwar. I am an 8th grader from GPHS Penumaka. I would like to ask a question.
Of course.
My question is, what is the most common mistake your students make in English?
So the most common mistake, the biggest mistake. So students are very shy. They're afraid to speak. They're afraid to make mistakes. And that's why they know a lot. They know a lot of words. They have good grammar. They can read. They listen, but they're afraid to speak. But to speak English, you need to do what? You need to practice, guys. Yes, you need to speak. Speak to each other with friends, with teachers, find some friends abroad in another country. Yes, and to speak like we are speaking now. Yeah, so you need to practice. If you think that I'm not good enough, I will be quiet, when I will be better, then I will speak. No, it's a big mistake. You need to speak immediately, even if you know 5 words like hello, how are you, goodbye. So practice them. Today you know 5 words. Tomorrow you will learn 10 words. Yeah? So next week you will know 20 words. So practice them. Practice every day. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Yes.
Okay?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
My name is Salama. I am a 9th grader from GPHS Pirumaka. Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Yes, of course.
My question is, when did you start teaching English?
Yes, so when I graduated from the university, I started working in a school and I taught students. Yes, and it is already 10 years. Can you imagine? Sometimes I don't believe already 10 years. Oh, wow. So my students, my first students, they were small. They were 6, 7, 8. Now they're students. They study at the university. And I can see them. Wow, I'm so happy for their success. They're very good students. And I'm happy that they speak English. Some of them, they don't study in Ukraine. They move to different countries. So English-speaking countries. And that's why English is very important. Maybe you would like to stay in India, but maybe one day you will decide, I would like to go to study in London or in the USA, in New York, whatever, in Canada. So if you speak English, you can choose a country. You can go to whatever you want. Yes, whenever you want, and choose a country, choose a university. All the doors will be open for you. So study English, it's important, guys.
Thank you so
Good
much.
evening, ma'am. My name is Mahendra. I am an 8th grader from GPHS Panmaka. May I ask a question?
Yes.
How do you help students improve their speaking skills?
So if they are young, if they are 6, 5, or 7, 8, even older, so we play a lot of games. Yes, we don't sit at the desk all the time. So we play a lot of games. We have fun, but we practice English during the games. And we watch cartoons, we listen to the songs, we sing songs, we write some postcards, do some projects. So we try to speak English all the time when we have the opportunity. Yeah, so and practice if you have holidays, if you go somewhere. Okay, so go and order the ice cream. Yes, in the cafe, in the restaurant, practice your English. Yeah, if you have tourists in India, and they speak only English, you can help them. Yeah, they need to find the, I don't know, hotel, or they don't know how to buy food in the shop. So you can help, yeah, and practice English.
Yes.
But ma'am, what do you enjoy most about teaching English?
Okay. About teaching English, maybe, when the students, they're very quiet, very shy. Yes, sit quiet at the lesson. And then I see that they are getting more confident. They raise the hand, they participate, they respond the questions, so they do some activities. And at the beginning, some of them, they said, "Oh no, teacher, I can't do it. English is so hard, it's so difficult." And then they can speak English, they can write in English, they can listen to the music and sing the song in English. And I'm very happy for their results. I'm happy for them. It's very important for teacher to see that students have progress, students have good results, then teachers are happy.
Yes, thank you so much. Oksana, you have been in Scotland for a few months, I think.
Yes,
For
for 3 years.
for 3 years, yeah, you have been in Scotland for 3 years. So most of the people living in Scotland are the English speaking people. I mean, their mother tongue is English. How
Yes.
different is their English accent from the rest of UK? I heard that in UK itself they have the different accents. Each region has its unique accents. So could you please tell us
Yes.
about the Scotland special accent?
Yes, I don't have this accent. It's difficult for me. I don't have it. But yes, it's true. In Scotland, people are called Scottish or Scots, and Scottish people, they have very strong accent. Guys, even if people live in Edinburgh, it's a capital city. So, and another city is called Glasgow. Glasgow, it's 1 hour by bus or by train from Edinburgh. But people from Edinburgh don't understand people from Glasgow. It's just 1 hour, but it's not possible to understand each other. Even Scottish people. Can you imagine how difficult it was for me when I just came? I didn't understand them at all. So sometimes, guys, I wanted to cry. I wanted to buy some food in the shop, and they didn't understand me. I didn't understand them. I said, "Oh my God, so what's wrong? How I will live in country if I don't speak their accent? They don't understand mine." But it's fine, guys. Don't worry. So in Scotland, there are so many different nationalities. And by the way, there are a lot of people from India as well. So Scotland is very popular. It's so many people from India come to Scotland every year. And they go to school, they go to university, and parents go to work. So, and they're happy there. Maybe the climate is not okay. Maybe it is colder. We have a lot of rains, and it is windy country, windy, cold, rainy, but it's very friendly country. Country is very good.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
So
Thank you so much. And here is another question. You were born and brought up in Ukraine. Now you are staying in Scotland. What
yes.
differences you have noticed in terms of weather conditions and as well as the food?
Yes, food is totally different. So of course I miss my food, Ukrainian food, and we have more variety of food. We are very, we like cooking food, and we like treat people. So we like feed people and invite them to our houses and cook for them. And when we see that guests are eating well, we are very happy. So so for Ukrainians, I think for Indian people as well. Yeah. So you guys also like cooking. Yes. And you gather together, whole families, yeah, friends, and you celebrate some. I saw in the films. I don't know, I'm not sure, but I saw in the films that how you celebrate weddings. So yes, many people gather together, a lot of food. So Ukrainians are similar. We like food, we like cooking, we like eating, we like feeding people with our dishes. So in Scotland, no, not so many dishes. Not so many. The most popular, guys, it is fish and chips. Maybe you heard about that.
Yes.
But Scottish people, they like curry, you know? There are so many Indian restaurants and they're very famous, very popular in Scotland. So if you want to go to the Indian restaurant, you need to book the table in advance because so many people are there all the time. It is crowded. Curry, rice, so people like it. Not only Indian people, but Scottish and other tourists as well.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. And here is another question.
Okay.
What sort of schools are popular in Scotland, public or private? If you have ever happened to visit the public schools, if you visit these schools, what subjects these kids learn at school?
Yeah, so most schools are public school. Public schools more common. And they have primary schools. So you go to school when you're 6 years old, you start your school and you study there for 7 years. So primary 1, primary 7, the last year of primary school. Then when you're 11 or 12, so you go to secondary school, to high school, and you study there for 5 years. If you don't want to go to the university, you want to go to work maybe, you are not interested in studying, you don't like studying, so you study for 3-4 years in high school. Then you go to college, you have some occupation, so maybe a bus driver, electrician, whatever, plumber, and you go and you work. If you want to go to the uni, you need to study for 5-6 years, then you go to the university. Yes, and schools are very big, classes smaller than in India, so approximately 20-25 students in each class. Not so big, but schools are big. Many classes, because in Scotland it's very common to have 4-5 kids in a family. So that's why schools are crowded as well, so big schools.
Thank you so much, Oksana. And I have one more curious question. How the students in Scotland tested, especially in the subject of English? Speaking component is widely neglected in India, but whereas in the Western countries, I heard that speaking is the one of the important components which is widely tested among the students. So, what kind of difference you have noticed in Scotland?
I just know that if you want to study, for example, at uni, and you need to prove, I don't know about Scottish students, but for example, if I'm Ukrainian or you guys, if you want to join to the uni, so you need to pass the exam, you need to pass the test like TOEFL or IELTS, and then with these results, with this certificate, you can enter, you can join to the university. For Scottish students, I'm not sure how do they test their English because they don't have the lesson, the subject, like English lesson. Yeah, they have literacy, numeracy in English in primary schools, and they have like writing, but not English subject. And in higher school, in secondary school, the same. So they have different subjects like biology, chemistry, physics, and literacy. So, and they read there, write there, but not like English lesson. No. So I'm not sure. Maybe they don't have it.
Updated version. So,
Yeah.
could you please tell us what qualities should 21st century English teachers have to update themselves to suit the needs of the 21st century students?
So yes, if you want to teach, if you want to be a teacher, I would like to share my screen. Is it possible? May I try? Because I prepared some photos. Yes.
You can do it. Let me check. Let me check. Yes, you.
When I was a teacher in Ukraine, I used to work for international school. It was Cambridge International School. In Ukraine, we have primary school and secondary school in one building. It is one school. So, but just we have, for example, first floor for younger students and second, third floor for older students, but it is one building. And so I'm in my school, this library. You can see that school is quite big. So we had the gym there, swimming pool, everything like computer classes. It's my colleague, so another English teacher, and you can see that we are holding certificates. So to be an English teacher, you guys, not enough to study 5 years at university. You need to study the whole life. All the time you need to study and improve your skills. You see that I'm studying again. It was online course for teachers from Cambridge, and I studied. This is the students. So in some schools, we have uniform. You can see that the girl and the boy, they are wearing uniform. For some schools, for state schools, we don't have uniforms. For private schools, we have. And so yes, technologies, you can see that we also have the digital boards, whiteboards, yes, so, and interactive tasks, and the students work together. So this is young students, they are 8 years old, and they're doing the grammar activity, but they think that they're playing the game. But I, as a teacher, know that they are practicing their grammar. And look at this. We had a very big yard. So this is school, yes, and yard. And what are we doing, guys? Do you know what's that? Which activity we are doing?
Students, can you identify what activity are they doing exactly?
Yes. Yeah. So what are we doing? Look at this
India
map.
is famous for this.
It is yoga. Yes, it is yoga. Why are we doing yoga? Because we had lessons called science lesson, and we had the topic like human body, like skeleton, bones, joints. So we went outside and we practiced yoga, and I asked which muscles are working now. Can you show me the muscles when you do this activity? Can you name these muscles? Which bones do we have? And so on. So they had fun, but we learned the topic, quite complicated topics. They remember all the bones, all the muscles, and so on. And library, very big library. So do you remember, guys, we had COVID 6 years ago, maybe, and that's why we are wearing mask, because it was COVID time. And this is our school nurse. We also had science about medicine. So it was very, very hot day. So we didn't study in school. We went outside and we studied with our nurse. We talked about medicine, about different diseases. So they had very interesting lesson. You can see that they're smiling, they're happy. And online, so when the schools were closed because of COVID, so we studied online, like now in Zoom, yes, so we also had lessons online via Zooms. And this is Christmas time, yes, so we did a project. We did a lot of projects, so it is also science. You can see that kids are planting some seeds, some plants, and now you can see the results. So this is the beginning of the project, and they are presenting their results, their plants. Everyone grew something different. Yeah, they got some certificate, of course, because it's very important. Yes, they got some prizes, certificates. They created online games, computer games, play together. Yeah, so we had some lessons inside, in the library. And it was our science lab. You can see that they are holding the science textbook, and we had special lab for some experiments, for some. And we also had fun outside because you can see it is winter time. In Ukraine, usually -15, -20 during the winter, and a lot of snow. So we built a snowman and just had fun. Yes, and here they work individually, but also they work in pairs. When they practice their dialogues in English, they create their own dialogues, and they practice writing. It was like game, it was activity when they practice their writing. Okay, and also we had parties. I think it's the most interesting, yes, popular. And they had parties. You can see that we are wearing different costumes. It's like pajama parties. Yeah, and we celebrated birthdays together and had a lot of fun. Okay, guys, do you have more questions?
Yes, thank you so much for sharing. And if you could you please stop sharing so that one of my students is going to ask another.
Yes. Okay.
Can I ask you?
Yes, of course. I'm ready to answer. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm asking my question. Who influenced you to become an English teacher?
Oh, just when I went to school in my childhood, all the teachers were very strict. Very strict. We didn't play games. We just had a lot of homework. If you're not ready for the class, you got bad mark. Teachers could complain to head teacher. Head teacher could call your parents to school, and we always were in stress. We were afraid of our teachers, and we didn't like the school. And I thought all the time, when I played with my dolls, with my toys, I pretended that I'm a teacher. And I always was very kind. My dolls, they weren't afraid of the teacher and school. And I believe that one day when I grow up, so I will be a teacher, real teacher, and I will teach kids, and my students will like school. So they will have good knowledge, but they will be happy to go to school. They will be not scared to be at school. And I will be not angry at them if they make mistakes. And that's why, as you can see, yes, I'm a teacher.
For your time, and could you please give a final message to my students? A final message.
Yes, I wish you guys all the best. I wish you to live your happy life. First of all, enjoy your life, enjoy your youth. You're so young, but time flies so quickly. So enjoy it. Don't waste it. Spend time with friends, play with friends, but also think about your future. So do something for your future as well. So have some balance for games, for friends, and for future, for education. Yeah? Because when you're 20, do not regret, oh, I wish I studied at school. Why I was so stupid. I didn't listen to my teachers. Now I can go to the university. No, so find the balance. School, education, lessons, family, important. And also don't forget to have some fun with friends because it's also important.